here. 7 yards there at a first down.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Douglas picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Saints' 42-yard line.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Lead to Robbie Anderson. The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Harris returning. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
31-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you?
And this time will be intercepted. Douglas picks it. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
1st down, Panthers.
A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. This is McCaffrey. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years. So he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On second and goal, Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. Fourth down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping.
A 23.
And this one is right through. But hang on, the flag is down. Now it's on the defense. They might decline it and take the points. So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to first and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Second down and goal. Bridgewater to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Thomas the intended target, but now it's third and goal.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Touchdown.
Robbie Anderson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Now for the point after.
For the point after.
And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 7, Saints nothing.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Saints take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
This is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now Breeze on the bootleg. They're in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Third down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to.
Oh, how to get it out quick. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
But they didn't have their normal cushion there in order to punt the ball away. It leads to a lot of anxiety for the team kicking the football.
For the punter, you know that you've got to get rid of that quickly there. Not quick enough.
And also, not stepping behind you and stepping over the end line for a safety. That one gets blocked, and it's 6 points.
Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Looking long for Thomas. Almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. On for his second punt, and remember, his first one was blocked. Fair catch signal for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And he'll throw right away. He's got the hook up to Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Carry for Carolina.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From just shy of midfield, Bridgewater. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Complete.
It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
17 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. Saints hold serve.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And this one is right down the middle. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Got some room at the 30. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving, there's a defender there. He just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Flush to his right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's Ryan Ramczyk, the former first-round pick. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
It looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. Right? We always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for him. Picked up really nice yardage, but he still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Eli Apple, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Launch a screen pass. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints get a bit closer. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Panthers 17. Saints 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way. I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
17
Final play of the half, Bridgewater. That one complete to Anderson. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. A nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Bridgewater. And that's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas. And it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, He's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Their own 47-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here and go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
At the Panthers' 44-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
A 10th carry for Kamara. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Breeze with the handoff.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
On the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and...
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to fire one deep. This is taking it at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Shotgun now for Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. He's going to hit his running back. It's complete. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a heat.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Alex Anzalone coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Room to run inside the 40. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they have the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Made the tackle.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Bridgewater taking a shot for Samuel. Fourth down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
This is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They're all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
41-yard line.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. He's checking with our referee. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Breeze. And now here's another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Now I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
Curtis Samuel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Panthers 24, Saints 7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, Saints defense, I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now left side on the swing pass. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Throwing, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
It's a gain of 20.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. To the air again with Bridgewater. And Thomas has it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
He was brought down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To throw is Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Bridgewater. And this is caught. He hits more. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, a run with Cannon. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Seahawk Richard Sherman. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Panthers.
Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a 1-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Joey Slye to kick off for
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, pulled it in. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Looking to go back to Thomas again, but it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. One final try here for Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Not winning the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got it.
Something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter.